Welcome to this practical session. Myself, Dr. B.N. Zamadar. I am from Walchand College of Engineering, Sangli. Today, we are going to perform the experiment cylindrical obstacle in optics lab, that is in dark room. The aim of this experiment is to find the diameter of thin wire by using diffraction of light. The different apparatus are used for this experiment, like optical bench with all accessories which are used here, slit, then thin wire and micrometer. They are placed on a different stands on that optical bench, and we are using monochromatic source sodium vapor lamp whose wavelength is 5890 angstrom unit, and micrometer is used here for the measurement of the difference between the diffraction pattern, that is to find the bandwidth of the diffraction pattern. So this is about the different apparatus are used in this experiment. Now this is the picture of or figure of the cylindrical obstacle experiment, in which we are using one source. The source is sodium vapor lamp whose wavelength is 5800 angstrom unit. Then obstacle is placed in between eyepiece and source. This obstacle whose diameter is to be determined, and micrometer is placed here through which we can observe the diffraction pattern. The basic concept used in this experiment is the diffraction of light. So what is the diffraction of light? Diffraction is nothing but the bending of light around the edge of the obstacle. But there is one condition. So what is that condition? Condition is the sharpness of that edge of the obstacle should be comparable to the wavelength of light which is used for this. And when the light is incident on it and it bend around the edges of the different edges of the obstacle, it bend in that shadow of the obstacle, and due to the interference of these bends light, we are getting the diffraction pattern in the shadow region. So in this way we observe the diffraction pattern in this case. Now the formula is used for this cylindrical obstacle is D is equal to capital D into lambda divided by x. So this D is the diameter which is to be determined for that thin wire. Then capital D is the distance between wire and eyepiece, and lambda is the wavelength of light whose wavelength is 5890 angstrom unit, and x is a fringe width or bandwidth, that is a difference between either two successive dark bands or two successive bright bands. Okay. So first we'll see how to find, these are the observations, and we have to find the least count of the micrometer through which we can observe the diffraction pattern. So first we have to find the pitch of micrometer, then find total number of divisions on circular scale, and after that we'll get the least count, and whose formula is the ratio of pitch divided by the number of divisions on circular scale. So first we'll see how to find the least count of this micrometer. So we have this micrometer screw here. So this is the main scale. Here we are using this is the screw. Initially we have to adjust this screw exactly at the 0 position, and at the same time we are getting the 0 line here which is matched with the 0 on that scale, and we have to check how much division is shifted after that one rotation of this screw. So when we rotate this screw by 1, this is one rotation. After completion of this one rotation, we are getting the shift by only one division. Okay. So in that one division, what is the value of this single division? In between 0 to 1, this is 1 in centimeter. So in between 0 to 1 there are 20 divisions. So smallest division on that main scale, that division was shifted by the screw during that single rotation. So that value is 0.05. I am writing this value here. 0.05 centimeter is the pitch, that is the rotation of a screw, one rotation of the screw due to which we observe the shift on the main scale is about one division. So that value is 0.05 centimeter. The total number of division on circular scale is 100. These are the 100 divisions. So substitute these values in this equation. Pitch divided by number of divisions on circular scale, that value is 0.05 upon 100. So it becomes 0.0005 centimeter. So this is the pitch, and after that we have to take the reading for the diffraction pattern in which we observe the diffraction either bright bands or dark band. Initially we have to adjust the cross wire in that eyepiece exactly at one side of the dark band, and when we adjust at one dark band at one side, it will be treated as one, and we have to take the reading in that micrometer. Then adjust at the second dark band and take the reading, adjust at third one and then take the reading. In this way we have to take the reading for the different 10 successive dark bands, and after that we have to take the difference between the two successive readings, like x2 minus x1, that is x, here x3 minus x2, x4 minus x3. So in this way we have to find the differences. We are getting the 9 differences and take the average of this value, that it becomes xa. So we'll see how these values are calculated. Let us see the practical demonstration of cylindrical obstacle. So in this experiment we are using optical bench and different accessories. The first accessory is slit through which we can get the light. So source is monochromatic source, this is a sodium vapor lamp. Here the slit is fixed through which we can get the light in the slit form. On the second stand we are using thin wire for which we have to find the diameter, and the third one, this is a micrometer screw through which we can observe the diffraction pattern, and also with the help of this micrometer screw we can calculate the fringe width. So initially we have to arrange all the accessories like slit, obstacle and micrometer screw, that is eyepiece. They should be in the same height, because there are some conditions for getting the diffraction pattern on the screen. So what are the conditions for getting? The first one, the height of slit, obstacle and eyepiece should be in the same, that is they should be in the same height. Second one, the slit and obstacle, they should coincide with each other, they should parallel to each other, then and only then we'll get the diffraction pattern on the screen, we can see through the eyepiece. And third one, for getting the sharp diffraction pattern we should use the minimum width of that slit. If the width of the slit is not minimum, too much amount of light is coming from that source and they are incident on that obstacle, so that we are not getting the proper diffraction of pattern. So for fulfilling all the conditions, like they should be in the same height, slit and obstacle should be parallel to each other, and third one, the width of the slit should be minimum. If the three conditions are satisfied, we will get the sharp and well diffraction pattern on the screen, through which we can observe with the help of the micrometer screw. Okay, so this is about first we'll see how diffraction pattern is observed. So for that, initially we have to take the distance. So I have adjusted here the obstacle exactly at 15 centimeter, which is seen on this scale. So 0 of this obstacle exactly coincide on the 15th centimeter on this scale, and now adjusted this micrometer screw here at 65 centimeter. So the difference between obstacle and eyepiece is 65 minus 15, that is equal to 50 centimeter. So capital D, that is the distance between wire and eyepiece, is 50 centimeter. So I am writing here the capital D is 15 centimeter. Now with the help of all the arrangement, like it should be in the same height or it should be in the parallel to each other, perfectly coincide with each other, when we see through the eyepiece we are getting the sharp diffraction pattern. So we'll see through this eyepiece. Please come here. Now we can see the diffraction pattern. I will close this. Yes, so we'll observe that diffraction pattern through this eyepiece of this micrometer, and there is one cross wire is adjusted at one side of the diffraction pattern. Here number of diffraction patterns are observed. So in this diffraction pattern, dark and bright fringes are seen. In the dark band there is a black color, but in a bright band there is yellow color, because we are using monochromatic source. This is a sodium vapor lamp, and here we are using yellow color of light whose wavelength is 5890 angstrom unit. So this is the diffraction pattern. Now what are the conditions here? Initially we have to adjust here crosswire at one side. Please come here. Crosswire adjust at one left side, and now put this. I'll show with here. See, at the time of crosswire, left side of this diffraction pattern, which is coinciding at one dark band, will be treated as a 1, and now at that time we have to adjust the zero line here of the micrometer screw. Here the zero line of this screw is adjusted at zero line. Okay, and now note down the reading for that first dark band as a 0. So I am writing here for first dark band whose reading is 0. Okay, now see through this eyepiece and adjust at second dark band. Adjust at second dark band. So we are getting here the crosswire exactly at the second dark band. Will get the reading for the micrometer screw. Come here please, show this. The micrometer screw reading is 48. Okay, the micrometer screw reading is 48. Okay, I am writing this value of 48 for the second dark band. In this way we have to adjust the crosswire at third dark band with the help of that screw. So I have taken the next readings for the different dark bands such that I am writing these values. 110 for completion of one rotation and the next 10 readings, so that I am writing here 110 for the third dark band, 161 for fourth dark band, then 226 for fifth dark band, then 290 for sixth dark band, 335 for seventh dark band, then 402 for eighth dark band, 449 for ninth dark band, and 512 for the 10th dark band. So in this way I have taken the reading for different dark bands. Okay, now take the difference between two successive readings. The difference between first and second, the sign is here negative, that is we have to take the higher difference between higher minus lower, that is 48 minus 0, that difference is 48. The next difference is 110 minus 48, so near this value is 62. Then next value 161 minus 110, that value is 51. This value is 51. Okay, the next value 226 minus 161, that value becomes 65. Now 290 minus 226, that value becomes 64. Okay, then 335 minus 290 is 60 is 45. Correct. 402 minus 335, this is 67. Then 449 minus 402, this is 47. and last one 512 minus 449, it becomes 63. So we are getting 9 differences of these 10 readings, and we have to find the average of all the 9 readings. So we are getting the value of that difference is 512 divided by that 9, that value becomes 56.88, but we have to multiply with the value of least count. So least count is 0. This value is 0.0005 centimeter. So it becomes the fringe width in centimeter, and that product of these two values are 0.02844 centimeter. So in this way we can find the fringe width, that is the bandwidth, that is the difference between two successive dark or bright bands. And now put these values in this formula, so we'll get the diffraction, that is the diameter of that thin wire. So D is equal to, capital D is equal to what? Capital D is the distance between wire and eyepiece, that difference is 50 centimeter, and the value of lambda is 5890. Okay, this value in centimeter. So we have to take 5890 into 10 raised to minus 8 centimeter divided by the fringe width also in centimeter. So we can write here 0.02844, and now take the difference. D is equal, take this value of D. D is equal to the product of 50 into 5890 is 103551. I will write here 103551, 33.7 into 10 raised to minus 8. Okay, so the value of D in terms of centimeter, therefore D is equal to 0.10355 centimeter, that is equal to near about 1 millimeter. So in millimeter exactly we can write here 1.0355 millimeter, and the standard value of this wire, which are measured with the help of micrometer screw gauge, this diameter is 1 millimeter. So this value with the help of diffraction of light we can measure, which is exactly matches with the standard value of that thin wire. So in this way we can find the diameter of thin wire with the help of diffraction of light. Thank you.